YouTube, what's going on, man? It's your boy Booba and welcome back to another player review on the channel. Hope you guys are having an incredible day. Up next on the list of player reviews, we're gonna go ahead and check out our very first Futties Hero card. It's none other than Alex Scott. Scott is a 95 rated card. She has high work rates, right footed with 4-star skill moves and 4-star weak foot. Now, we don't see much versatility with the card as she can only play the right back and right wing back positions, but because she does have high work rates, we're gonna go ahead and use her as an overlapping fullback. Now, if we go ahead and look at her in-game stats in a bit more detail, we can see that the card is very well rounded. She is Hullet gang with the lowest stat being 80 for her shooting. She does have 95 pace overall with 96 acceleration and 95 sprint speed. The pace is going to be a huge part to her game. Down that right hand side, I expect her to be very quick, especially with her acceleration type and with her having a smaller build in game. I think that those overlapping runs are going to be so effective. Now, the 91 passing is a really important stat for the card because we do want her to be a bit of a playmaker going forward. As you guys know, a lot of people this year in FC24 do like to overload the right hand side. So 92 crossing, 97 short pass, 93 long pass, and 97 curve. I think that the chance creation with the card is going to be really solid. She does also have the incisive pass playstyle plus, so the through balls are going to be extremely accurate, and I think that you're going to be able to get a lot of assists with her. Now, the 90 dribbling is a phenomenal stat for the card. Keep in mind, boy, she is only 5'4", so definitely a smaller build in game. I think that she has the short and normal body type. And as you guys know, when it comes to defenders, the two most important dribbling stats are her reactions and composure, and she does have 98 for both. So I think that the manual defending with the card is going to be incredible, and I think that she's also going to be very smooth on the ball. Now, the 94 defending and 91 physical are probably going to be the two most important stats for the card because we do still need that defensive cover. Keep in mind, boy, she does have the anticipate playstyle plus, and we all know how OP that is. 96 interceptions, 91 defensive awareness, and 98 stand tackle. I think that defensively she is going to be very good. And then last but not least, and another huge part to her game, the 91 physical. Now, she does have 94 stamina, which for an overlapping fullback isn't half bad. And then she does also have 89 strength and 93 aggression. I think that that's going to be something very interesting to test out in today's video because she does have a smaller build in game. Now, if we jump on over to Footbin, boys, we can see that Scott does have 12 different playstyles. She has the incisive pass, block, anticipate, and relentless playstyle pluses. And I think that all 4 playstyle pluses are actually really effective for an overlapping fullback. The relentless for her stamina, anticipate and block for her defending, and then incisive pass for chance creation. And then she does also have the ping pass, long ball pass, whipped pass, jockey, slide tackle, rapid, quick step, and aerial. So as you guys can see, she does have a lot of playstyles that are most definitely going to add to her game both going forward and defensively. Now, she can have the controlled and controlled explosive acceleration types, and when it comes to chemistry styles, I do think that the anchor is probably your best option. Now, the anchor is going to give her the controlled acceleration type. We are going to go ahead and max out her pace at 99. And then most importantly, it's also going to give her 97 defending and 96 physical. She is going to have 99 for interception, stand tackle, and slide tackle. And then last but not least, and most importantly, it's also going to give the card 97 strength and 97 aggression, so she should be quite strong both on and off the wall. And something that I find really interesting, boys, if we go ahead and look at this little chart right here, with the anchor chem style, she does become a 97 rated fullback. That's going to be very interesting to test out in today's video. As always, boys, if you guys do enjoy these FC24 player reviews, go ahead and do me a huge favor. If you guys can, leave a like on today's video and also consider subscribing to the channel if you are new. It would be greatly appreciated. This is a team we're going to be using in Foot Champions to test out the new Scott card. We're going to be playing her at the right back position as that overlapping fullback in the 4-3-2-1 formation. So without further ado, boys, let's go ahead and jump into game number 1 and let's see how good this card really is. Alright, boys, here we are jumping into game number 1 using the new Alex Scott card. We are coming up against CR7, Paulo Futre, Mateus, Guler, Zidane. It's an interesting team. But yeah, man, if you guys do remember during the Fantasy FC promo, we did get an Alex Scott SBC, and a lot of people did go ahead and complete the SBC. So I do have really high hopes for the new Futties Hero card. Now, first things first, we do have to go ahead and test out the card's dribbling, and she should be very smooth on the ball, probably one of the standout stats. 5'4", a smaller build in game, and yeah, man, I think that the left stick dribbling is going to be pretty solid. Now, as that overlapping fullback, we do need her to get into very advanced positions, create a lot of chances while still providing that defensive cover. And I think that the defensive cover with the card is going to be very solid, especially with the anticipate and block playstyle pluses. Now, very early on in the game, I'm just going to go ahead and test out her passing. 4-star weak foot, long ball pass playstyle. I mean, that's just so OP to go ahead and use in game. Now, let's see if we can maybe get Scott a little bit further up the pitch. Now, with both the rapid and quick step playstyles and 99 pace, she should be very quick down this right-hand side. That's a nice little touch right there. Scott, little step over. 4-star skill moves. That's a nice Burba spin. The execution of the skill move was really smooth. That's good. Scott, let's see if we can maybe test out a long shot. Ball roll. Trivela, good shape to it. I'm telling you, boys, there's a theory where for some reason, fullbacks have really good ball roll Trivelas. Thiago Silva, that's great. Alex Scott. Maybe just try to go ahead and play her down the line. Nice, Scott. We got a little bit of space right here. Go for a cutback into Son. It's a very accurate pass, boys. I think that her passing is going to be very, very nice. Now, right here, we do have to go ahead and maybe test out a little bit of recovery speed. He is running with Ronaldo, but I think he's going to look for a cutback. Scott. Nice, boys. That's really good recovery speed. That's what we need, man. I think that her pace is probably the standout stat so far. Now, the one thing that I actually really like with the card is the fact that she does also have the incisive pass playstyle plus. So the through balls are going to be a lot more accurate. He's going to cut in and go for a finesse shot. Scott with the block playstyle plus says no. All right, boys, into the second half we go, and so far so good. Now, if you do prefer your fullbacks to be a little bit smaller, a little bit more agile and intricate on the ball, I think that Scott is a really good option. SCN, good. Scott, I'm just going to maybe try to get her into that little pocket of space. There we go. Scott, touch. That little touch to get away from the fullbacks is actually really effective. Scott, I might go for a shot right here. Near post, 4-star weak foot. It's a decent attempt. Little step over. Good acceleration after the step over. I might try to whip it in. She does have the whip pass play style, and her crossing is going to be another huge part to her game, and that's a lovely ball into Son. Very unlucky not to find the back of the net. Maybe just try to get it like another assist. The switch is really nice. Scott, the good touch as well. Whip it into Cruyff. Cruyff with the touch on the power shot. It's a lovely team play, man. 2 passes and we find the back of the net. And I think that it's safe to say, man, as an overlapping fullback, you can most definitely create a lot of chances with her while still providing that defensive cover. Bisek. Nice. Got back into position. That's a lovely tackle. I love the fact that she has the anticipate playstyle plus. I mean, that's just such a good addition for the card. All right, boys, here we are jumping into game number 2, and so far so good. Now, as an overlapping fullback, I think that she can most definitely get the job done. Gonna go for a heel to heel. Nice. Good acceleration after the skill move. Foden, one more. Scott down this right hand side. He is playing a 4-back. Good football right here, boys. Scott, Cruyff, Son, finish. I mean, it's liquid football, man. That overlapping fullback is just so important this year in FC 24. Scott, we need a little bit of cover right here. He might just try to play it down the line. Yeah, Scott, that's a good interception right there. Good manual defending. God, we need a little bit of manual defending right here. A little bit more cover. I mean, it's a really good block, man. I feel like the block play style plus is a little bit underrated. Like in that play right there, I feel like if we don't get the block on that shot, it probably finds the back of the net, especially if you have the finesse shot play style plus. Just gonna try to get her in another very advanced position. This guy playing like a 3-back, 4-back isn't really helping him. Scott, little step over. See you later. Go for a shot. Now, right there, man, you can't say, I'm going to go ahead and say that that was my aim. My aim maybe could have been a little bit better, but her shooting is obviously going to be a little bit inconsistent. Havertz, let's try to see if we can get Havertz in behind again. Scott, oh, boys, he's not going to track the run. He's not going to track the run. And when you don't track the run, if you have a really good fullback with really good passing, it's just so simple. It's so simple. It's a little bit ratty, but it's simple. And for you guys that don't know, in order to go ahead and play that pass, you press R1 and square or RB and X depending on what console you are on. Oh, it's not great defending by me. Scott, great interception is what she does. Breaking up the play, advancing the ball forward. He is starting to attack a little bit more down this side. Now, with her recovery speed, I think that we're going to be able to catch up in this situation. He's going to try to cut in. Garnacho maybe looks for the cutback. Scott breaking up the play again. Very good interception. All right, man. Can we clutch up? Scott. Nice. Good in the tackle again. Now, right here, I'm just going to try to go ahead and get her in behind. Thiago Silva. It's a good over top through ball. Can we create that final chance? Foden. Finesse shot from deep. Schmeichel with a good save. That's unlucky. And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. That is us using the new Futties Hero Scott card in a few games of Foot Champions. And I will say, man, a really solid overlapping fullback. Now, if we go ahead and dissect her in-game stats in a bit more detail, we did go ahead and give her the anchor chem style. So she does have 99 acceleration and 99 sprint speed. And I will say, man, down that right-hand side with the quick step and rapid playstyle, she was very quick. I think that it's very difficult to catch up to her. And the recovery speed on the card is very effective as well. As you guys know, if you get caught up like a little bit further up the pitch, I think that she can get back into position very quickly. The 91 passing is a huge part to her game, and I will say, man, a very good passer in FC 24. As you guys know, she does have a lot of passing playstyle. She has the whip pass, long ball pass, incisive pass playstyle pluses, so her passing in game was really accurate. And when you go ahead and pair that with her 90 dribbling, I think that the chance creation with the card is incredible. 96 agility, 91 balance, 98 reaction. She was very smooth on the ball, especially with her having a smaller build in game. Now, the 94 defending and 91 physical, obviously two really important stats for an overlapping fullback because we do still need that defensive cover. And I feel like defensively, she was really solid, man. With the anticipate and block playstyle pluses, I feel like it's low-key kind of difficult to get around her. The consistency in her tackles were great. She can also break up the play with the really high interceptions. I think that the only letdown for the card when it comes to defending with Scott is the fact that she doesn't have the intercept playstyle. I think that that would have been a really nice addition for the card. But other than that, man, defensively really solid. Now, the 91 physical is actually a really interesting stat for the card because with the anchor chem style, she does have 97 strength and 97 aggression, but it doesn't really feel like that in game. Now, she wasn't very weak on the ball, but I wouldn't say that she has 97 strength and 97 aggression. It kind of feels like low 80s in my opinion. Overall, boys, I'm gonna go ahead and give the card like a 9.3, 9.4 out of 10 rating. I really enjoyed using her as an overlapping fullback in the 4-3-2-1 formation. I think that she's very good at doing her job in game. If you do prefer your smaller, more intricate type of fullbacks, then I do think that Scott is a really good option for you. Now, as you guys know, there are so many really good fullbacks currently in FC24. We have 98 rated Carvajal, we have Cafu, we have Jonathan Klaus that was in the previous season rewards. And I do think that Carvajal and Cafu are better options compared to Scott. But if we had to go ahead and compare her to Jonathan Klaus, now I do think that Jonathan Klaus is a little bit better going forward, but defensively with both the anticipate and block playstyle pluses, I think that I would lean more towards Scott. Now, if you already have so many good fullbacks in your club, you can maybe even go ahead and use her as a box-to-box midfielder in like the 4-3-2-1 formation. If you go ahead and run her as the right-sided center mid in the 4-3-2-1, I think that she can create a lot of chances while still providing that defensive cover. Now, as you guys know, we are in July, so it is finally time to have a lot of fun with these different cards and test them out in different positions. So if you do have the time to go ahead and grind the season rewards and you are looking for like a new overlapping fullback or maybe like a new box-to-box midfielder and you do want to have fun with the game, I think that Scott is a fantastic option and I would highly recommend her. But that is going to be the end of today's video. If you guys did enjoy it, let me know by leaving a like. Comment down below what player you guys would like to see next in another player review. And then also consider subscribing to the channel if you are new. It would be greatly appreciated. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you guys so much for clicking on today's video. I've been your boy Booba and I'll catch you guys in another one very, very soon. Peace.